SDP has brought in an area of expertise that we didn't really have in the district, and it's helped us create more meaningful analytics of our data. We would produce data, we would give it out, but we didn't spend a lot of time looking at it and reflecting on it. And SDP gave us the tools to really look at our data more deeply and help school personnel, teachers, parents, administrators actually use the information.
The biggest change since we've begun this partnership is the opportunity that's been taken to bring different people that weren't always engaged in these sorts of data discussions around the table. My name is Furedi. I'm the Executive Director of the Human Capital Initiatives Department at Los Angeles Unified School District.
My name is Cynthia. I'm the Executive Director of the Office of Data and Accountability in the Los Angeles Unified School District. One of our major goals in the Office of Data and Accountability is to get people to actually use data, not just look at it and put it on a shelf or admire it and then file it away, but to actually use that information to change their behavior, change strategies so that we ultimately improve student achievement.
We've had a lot of conversation over the years about how do you think about data as not just, I have a question, show me the answer in the numbers or show me the answer in the qualitative data, but how do you think about data as a way that grounds the decisions around strategies and processes throughout our district? And we see the promise of this work as actually changing the way we do our work.
My name is John Fullerton. I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Education Policy Research at Harvard University. The first work we did with LAUSD was the Human Capital Diagnostic. The Human Capital Diagnostic is a set of analyses we do with a number of our partner districts. When we execute a diagnostic, we gather data from our partner districts and/or states. We gather student data, we gather teacher data, and we connect it into a longitudinal data file that allows us to look at patterns of teacher effectiveness and teacher mobility. We look at teachers from recruitment into what students they get placed with, into how they develop over time, and whether or not they stay in the classroom. LAUSD made a wonderful partner in this. They were very engaged with the analyses from the beginning. As results began to come back, they asked more and more specific questions and really helped us get deeper into the data and deeper into the questions that mattered for them.
The Human Capital Diagnostics sparked a lot of internal discussion among divisions that hadn't really worked together or looked at data together in that way. So it sparked a lot of discussion internally, and then it sparked a lot of interest externally with our IHE partners, our institutions of higher education.
As a result of this work and this new internal and external conversation, or new level of conversation, a new trust, a new understanding, a new sort of shared perspective on what we're looking at just around our teacher preparation programs, we're in a drastically new place.
For the past 10 years, we've been trying to create a consortium with our institutions of higher education and do some kind of data sharing to really take a hard look at our student data and our teacher preparation data. So for 10 years that effort really stalled. There was a lot of mistrust, there was not a sense of common purpose, and I think what this human diagnostic did was helped us define that common purpose and build trust among those partners, and we're at the point of signing these very historic memorandums of understanding with every institution of higher education in the LA Basin.
This work has supercharged that collaborative and just created tremendous potential for where we can go from here.